Hello everyone, welcome to today's session with Nishresa, and this is Samruddhi, your yoga instructor. In this session, we are going to explore a very classic beginner-friendly asana which helps to strengthen our legs, open our chest, and also build stability and balance in our whole body. It's a very simple yet a very challenging asana. It's Virabhadrasana I. So I'm talking about Warrior One pose. So there's often a lot of confusion among my students, like how to step into the pose, where to keep the legs, and how to hold the pose without arching the back, and how to align the hips. So these are some of the common confusion that most of my students face. So I thought we'll talk about these and we'll cover some of the details of the asana in today's session, like how to prepare for the pose, then the common mistakes or who should avoid the pose, things like that. Alright, so let's start the practice. So roll out your mat and we'll begin. So first is the warm-up practice that we need to do before stepping into Warrior One pose. So this pose is a little bit challenging and it needs a little warm-up of the hamstrings and our back muscles. So you can practice it after sun salutation. So that is a great warm-up for this asana. And if you don't want to do after sun salutation, you can do a gentle warm-up of the hamstrings and to improve the balance. So we'll first step into Uttana Asana, forward fold. So you can come to the front of your mat, stand straight, hands on the sides. And now raise our arms at the top, inhale, lengthen your spine. Now gently fold forward, hinging from the hips. So this pose will help you warm up your hamstring muscles. You can bend your knees a little. If you feel like you can't reach the mat, you can bring your chest close to the knee and then bring your hands on the mat, place it firmly. Try to straighten your knees slowly once you have reached the mat with your hands. And just hold the pose here. So it will help you in warming up a little. So this is a preparatory asana for Warrior One pose. Keep breathing normally here. And now we'll step up, straighten your knees, bring your hands to the top, inhale, and relax your hands to the sides. So this one was for the hamstrings. Now we can do some active engagement of the legs. So you can raise your right leg in front of you. Keep your toes pointed. Now try to balance with your left leg, keeping the right leg active and engaged. You can look in front, try to focus at a single point. Keep breathing normally here. Bring a gentle smile on your face while you're holding this asana. And come back. Let's do it on the other side. So bring your left leg in front, raise it. Keep your toes pointed. Try to balance from your right leg. See that your heels and the toes are firmly placed on the mat. Look in front, so try to focus at a single point. Keep breathing normally with a gentle smile on your face. And come back. And now we'll see how we can step into the pose and the distance between the legs and things like that. So see that first thing is there are many ways to step into the pose. So we can step from downward facing dog and come like this, or we can just keep the legs wide and send the leg one leg at the back, or stand at the end of the mat and bring one leg forward. So there are many ways. So we'll see one by one each one of them. So we'll start with downward facing dog, keeping the legs hip width apart. So the legs are not in a single line, they are in a parallel plane. And now we'll bring our left leg in front. So bring your left leg in front, in between your hands. Try to align your chest to the knee, holding the pose with your hands on the mat. And now when you are comfortable, you can slowly come to the top, keeping your hands on your waist. So if you have any knee injury or any back pain recently, you are going through these pains, you can avoid this pose for now. And now let's see the alignment of the pose. So the first thing is the front leg is little bended. So this is my left leg, and you have to keep a slight bend in your knees. So the knee is aligned to the ankle, and the knee is also in front or in line with the second toe. So the knee is not externally or internally facing, it's straight and aligned with the second toe. And now see the position of the back leg. So the back leg is internally rotated at 45-degree angle. So once you are comfortable here, you can come to the pose and hold here. And now we'll try to rotate our hips to the front and stop where you are comfortable. So don't try to push a lot. And the pelvis is in line with the horizon, which means that you are not anteriorly tilting your pelvis or posteriorly tilting your pelvis. We'll keep the pelvis neutral. If you feel that there is a arch in your back naturally, so you can tuck your tailbone in and then hold the pose. So once you have understood all these alignments, you can come to the pose, and now we'll hold for few breaths. So without wasting much time, come to your mat and hold here. And once you are comfortable here, take a deep breath in. And now we'll raise our arms at the top. So this will help you open your chest, and the back leg is actively engaged. So you're also strengthening your legs while holding the pose. Keep your spine natural. See that you're not arching your back. And keep taking deep breaths. You can try, if you feel comfortable here, you can lengthen your spine even more. And then clasp your hands at the top. If you feel like you want to open your chest a little bit more, just try to lengthen your spine as much as possible. Feel as if someone is pulling you from the top. And hold this pose with few breaths. And gentle smile. So we'll hold for 5 to 10 deep breaths. I usually do it for 5 deep breaths. And once you feel you want to come back, you can rotate your shoulders, bring your hands to the sides. And now we'll fold forward, hinging from the hips. Bring your chest close to the knee. And now place your hands on the mat. Now bring your left leg at the back. Relax your legs. Bend your knees alternately. And then bend your knees. Come to Balasana. Stretch your arms in front. Bring your forehead close to the mat. And slowly come up. So this was one way to step into the pose. I will show you the other way. So when you practice, you can include that also. Come to the front of your mat, and now we'll bring your right leg at the back. So there's a difference in Warrior 1 and Warrior 2 pose. If you practice daily, you might have noticed that both the poses are great hip opener. But in Warrior 2, we usually keep the hip wide like this, facing the front, facing the side, sorry. But in Warrior 1, we face the front and we look towards the front leg. So try to keep this difference in mind while you are practicing both the poses. So now we will keep the other leg and internally rotated at 45-degree angle, and feel the difference when you are increasing the length of the distance between both the legs. If you keep it very close, you won't feel anything happening in the leg because this is a great strengthening asana. So you need to increase the distance a little and see that whenever you are holding the pose, you are not arching your back. So we will avoid this thing completely. And now, once you are actively engaged in the pose, the back leg is active, the knee is aligned with the ankle and the second finger, and the hip is rotated till the point is comfortable. So we are not squaring our hips. And then you can raise your arms at the top. If you want, you can hold it here also. There's no pressure or hard and fast rule. And if you want, you feel comfortable, you don't have any shoulder injury or anything, you can just raise your arms at the top and keep breathing normally. If you want, you can also take deep breaths. See that you are totally balanced in the pose. Try to focus at a single point. Once you feel you want to come back, just rotate your arms, keep it on the sides, and then we rotate our head, face it towards the front, and come back. So this was the other way you can step into the pose. Thank you so much for the practice. We'll meet soon in the next session.